Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to JACKOCAR Kia Series Season 1. We're here at the Monaco Grand Prix for round number 3. An unusual voice for you introducing tonight, as Austin was having some connection issues for streaming. I have been a replacement, but as well as that, I have Red Matt with me in the commentary box.
Hello, how is everybody? How is you, Pete?
I'm good. I'm glad that the weather's starting to pick up as well, because I can't be bothered with all the cold weather.
I'm same. Honestly, it's a bit blustery now, but it's getting warmer now. At least people can go outside a bit more now, so I've just been stuck inside. But what more do you want to do on a night to watch people attempt to go around Monaco without losing their front wing?
Yeah, one of the toughest tracks on any F1 calendar. And this is going to be a test of skill, patience, and pure drivability of every driver here at racing.
So at around 15 minutes 30, we'll have our first car out on track. I believe it's Scott, is it?
It is Scott. Let me get on board with him. If I can find his name, I can. There we are. Ready and waiting.
Now, I'm going to keep a close eye on people here, and particularly Waze, because I race in this league, of course, on a Thursday as well as yourself. It'll be interesting to see what strategies people use, see which tyre lasts the longest. So trying to get that advantage here. So, yeah.
And also, do you know, as you've been informed, who is risking the Joker?
I do know who it is.
Ooh, who is it? Please do share.
It is Waze.
The Waze machine, the Mr. Disconnect, who's Mr. I could have won that, is trying to win this one with the one stop.
The Mr. I will break your lobby.
Oh no, we don't want that. But he's currently still in the lobby as we speak. But yeah, Scott has exited the pits. I believe that was in enough time. And up the hill he goes. Round through the first sector.
Nice
Waze is on Joker, and he is the only one. In terms of championship table, first 2 races, 2 different winners. SD Mats advanced to the playoffs by winning round 1, and round 2 was won by MK Bourne, or Mike, at last week's Grand Prix in, where was it? I forgot already. Spain. It's very close as well for the cut-off for the playoffs. With this Cup series, with this Kia series compared to the Cup, there is less races to qualify for the playoffs. There's only 8, so every race now counts for these 10 drivers. 2 will definitely go through on points. It's all about, can anyone such as SD Mats or MK Bourne take any more wins to give any disadvantage to any drivers at the bottom of the field that need to qualify.
Let's just look at Jack now start his lap. Let's see if he gets through turn 1 nicely.
That's a cut. Is that an invalidation? I haven't got a track map on. It's not invalid. That was a interesting cut of turn 1, but yeah, not invalid.
Must have been proper on the limit there.
Oh, there's a car in the wall already. Broken front wing. Who's on an outlap? Is that Bill? Yeah, Bill has already smacked his front wing on his outlap. Will he risk just going for the lap in general, hoping other people crash out? You don't have to. You don't have to do the lap, but it's beneficial, I'd say, to do it, to put a time in just in case people invalidate. Into the Novo chicane for Scott. Nice and clean. No corner cutting there. That's where people will probably get invalidations and track limit warnings in the race. Towards the swimming pool section. I love this section. I know I hate this track, but this is my favourite section. Round Raskas towards the final corner. We've got Matter in the chat saying he would have won this on wets, even if he was on wets, but up to the line. Scott sets the first time of the evening of a 1:11.1. Do you think that's competitive?
In all honesty, yeah, for a first lap to say the track's still quite green. It needs to be rubbed in a bit more. That's a respectable first lap from Scott there, in all honesty. Kept it clean, kept out the walls.
Yeah.
So, it's a nice steady lap there from Scott.
So I believe Indecisive and Bill were supposed to be on laps at some point, but Indecisive was retired. Waze, though, is coming to the end of his lap, and on the one stop wants a really good time on the softs through Rascas and now towards the final corner. 1:11.1 to beat. He's derated in the ERS towards the line. He does go fastest.
Wow. 1:10.6. It's a respectable lap there. I like his livery. Reminds me of the old Force India with the stripes at the front.
Yes.
I don't know why I get old ex-Force India vibes, but that's Mr. John.
Has just left. He's only just left the pit. So Newgarden is next. I think it would have been Indecisive. We would have had Bill, then Waze, Indecisive, and now Newgarden, who's coming into the Neville chicane on his out lap. Speed Blue. No bias here. Is there Speed Red Matt? No bias here.
No. It's easily the best livery on the grid. No bias whatsoever.
Yeah, I've got some guys in there. We've got 10 people watching. I've got the comments coming through. Sully in the chat saying Speedboy's out in full force on track and in the booth. Yes, indeed. Khalifa giving us praise as well for coming in last minute. We get to watch the whole lap of Newgarden. As someone comes out the pits, will they get out of the way? Just about. That was close. Up the hill now towards Casino.
I would give Jess a bit of a scare there.
Oh, it was Jess coming out. Oh, that would have been... I think Matt would have been fuming if something had gone wrong there. Yeah, round Casino towards the hairpin. Toughest corner, I'd say, on the track. You got to take it tight if you want any good line through that section.
It's such a frustrating corner, that, the hairpin, because you just feel like with it being the slowest corner on the calendar, you just feel like you're going so slow. You're only doing about 30 mile an hour around that corner. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so frustrating as a driver.
Yeah, but, especially these cars that go up to 200 mile an hour and you're there doing 30.
Yeah, and with the wider tyres and the longer wheelbase, it's a lot more trickier than it was.
Always clip the wall. There's a bit of damage. Oh, will that handle him in the final sector? It should be fine.
It looks like he's kept it a cautious lap, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just put him up into P2. No, it's a 1:12.0. I think he'll be disappointed with that, you know.
It's the slowest time set so far, but it's a time on the board, crucially. Goes P3 at the moment. Who's next? Mr. John was next. Oh, he's got no front wing. He has got no front wing. And he validated his lap. I'm not sure he's got a puncture as well. Front right puncture, but he's in the final sector. Newgarden set a lap. Anyone else on laps? Jess is next.
Now is on the lap.
Yeah, Jess is coming into the hairpin.
I'm going to have a guess that pull is going to be the low 10s. Can we see a high 109?
I know a few drivers have been doing it in TT, high 109s, or even mid 109s. Yeah, I think we'd be happy to see a 110, a low 110.
Yeah. So it's a nice steady lap from Jess here. I mean, the wheel users should have a good advantage around here. Totally not saying that because I have a pad. But, yeah. Yeah, definitely a bit cautious through there. On this game, you can actually cut quite a bit of the track there through the swimming pool.
Yeah, you can, but with that risk, though, I've noticed. Oh, back end sliding out of the final corner, derating once again up to the line. It's going to be the slowest time of all, 1:15.3, but yes, again, another time set on the board. All it takes is for someone to be pushing that little bit harder and get damage, and then their time's even slower.
Yeah, it's a lap. It may not be the best lap, but the main thing you want to do around here is get a lap on the board. The track position is key around here, but also, if you've got a faster driver behind you, you have to think about, is it worth holding them up? Because they might go for a move and compromise both yours and their race as well.
Exactly.
So you have to sort of think about it around here. Yes, okay, it's frustrating from a viewer's point of view, but as a driver, it's proper on edge stuff here, really. I mean, I think it's still happening this year in real F1. Because they're currently getting ready for it as we're riding on board with Jacko at the moment. I believe it is Jacko.
Yes, Jacko, final corner. Nice and smooth, new boy to the wheel. He goes quicker than Jess, slower than Newgarden, P4 for Jacko. Oh, as he hits the wall going into turn 1. I know you've set a lap, buddy, but don't start damaging the car now.
You can't pit under the safety car, that's not allowed now.
I believe Cloud is next. Let me double check. Vitinho is in the second sector. Cloud is coming towards... I need to get this track map up. I always do this. Because I always forget corners.
I put the full map up. I've got my tablet out, getting ready to see what the names of the corners are, and my tablet's crashed, so that's a great start.
Fantastic.
It's going really well tonight.
So through Raskas, and now around the final corner comes Cloud Mozza. Well, I say demoted. Came down from Cup Series to Kia, goes P3 with a 112.0. Very close between him and Newgarden. Yeah, very close.
Damn, that's proper close there. Can you get any closer, please?
Next we have Vitinho. Some might say one of the favourites for this championship. We saw his pace in the test race at Brazil, which I commentated on, up to the line. He only goes second though, 0.3 off Waze, who still is provisional pole. Baza, I believe, is next.
Still broken into the 110s though. That's a respectable lap really from Britannia.
Yeah, I saw some predictions in the chat. I'm pretty sure Matt predicted a Jack Gooding masterclass, I hear, but he also says in the chat that he keeps getting damage every so often. So maybe he can have some luck. He can get himself up the top.
The track to have luck for, it's this one. Yes,
Yeah.
okay. This is one of these tracks though, so even if you get a slight bit of front wing damage, it's it's worth staying out for. Compared to other tracks, if you get a bit of damage, you lose so much time. But with it being Monaco, it's just...
Oh, Baz is in the wall! He is retired on track. That's the racing line. Oh, that was very close, I think. Who was that? That was flying by Bazza. We've got to watch out for Jack Gunn, who's coming around that sector now. Who was flying that? I think that was Vitinho, who was flying on his in-lap and
Luckily,
almost caught Bazza.
Jack in those ILR colours, yellow and black.
Is Jack just about to start? I believe he is.
Getting a bit squirmy out there, man.
Very squirmy out the final corner.
Very nice return one, actually. He's clipped the corner really well. And who's that going through? About to go through the swimming pool section, about to approach sector 3. I think he's on a lap at the moment.
No, Splinter, who's on his... Oh, is it? It's Yuri. Yuri.
It's Yuri who's on a lap.
He's got damage. He's got big wing damage on the right end plate. Sliding around the final corner. Some say this is the king of Monaco you're looking at. He has won this race in ILR before, and he goes second, even with the wing damage. He will be very disappointed with that, because I feel without the damage, he could have really took advantage and took provisional pole from Waze.
All he's got to hope now is Waze is actually on this earth in terms of connection.
Yeah.
Then he can keep his front wing here. If I was Yuri, I'd be worried right now having Waze near me a truck. And yes, okay, Waze is on the Joker. He's a great driver, but his internet's just not been nice to him at all recently. It's strange, because when he's showing images of his connection, it's really quick. So I don't really understand what the issue is really. As Jack comes across the line to go P5 for 111.2. He's slightly just behind Scott there and in front of Mercer, so it's a bit of a gap there between 5th and 6th, to be honest with you. It's 8/10.
Yeah, we'll probably get that gap filled as more and more drivers set their times. We've got Niels starting a lap. Yes, we do. Niels is next. New driver to JACKOCAR this season, another Dutchman, to follow Y-Racer. He likes this track. I have had a chat with him, and he really does like this track. I think he says this is one of his favourite tracks to drive around. I think he's crazy, but...
as a proper driver's track, you're always on edge, and when you get that perfect lap, it's so satisfying. Yes, okay, from a viewer's point of view, it's really, really boring. But I can sort of see why drivers like it. It's... well, not many drivers like it, but those who do like it, you're always on edge. There's no room for error. It sort of shows who the proper drivers are.
Yeah, definitely.
Really.
Little bit of traffic. Yeah, a little bit of traffic for Neil's there, but I think Jack Gooding got out of the way perfectly fine. Round the final corner, that's deep. You don't want to be hitting that wall on the exit of Raskas. Round the final corner, 1 minute 10.6 is his target. I'm not sure he's going to beat it, but up to the line. 6th place. There's the gap. There's the gap you said I said it was going to fill. There's the gap that was going to start filling up.
As who's else on that? Connor is on the lap right now. I think I've heard its name before. I reckon on his day he's a quick driver, is Connor.
He is quick, but the thing that lets him down, the same thing as Waze, is his internet connection is not the greatest. He can win races, he can score podiums, he can consistently drive well, but it's just his internet connection is not the best. Towards the line, only P9, unless he made a mistake. He has got wing damage. Not sure when on the lap he got that, but top 10 at the moment.
He did look like he was going a bit slow actually towards the end here as ST Max gets ready for his lap, but currently on the lap at the moment is MK Born. Let's go through the tunnel section.
Race winner from last week. 1 point from leading the championship. Through the Noble chicane, he comes towards to back. If he doesn't set a time or he invalidates, he will be starting no lower than 14th. But at the moment, this looks pretty quick. No purple sector in the middle. That's a corner cut, but that's corner cut well because no invalidation. We said we could cut the corner at the chicane, the swimming pool, round Raskas, round the final corner. We're looking for a quick time in the purple. We're expecting purple sectors. We're expecting a purple lap time up to the line. It's only P7.
Yeah, looking at that lap when I first went on board from the tunnel section, he had front wing damage on his front left, so that might have been why he was a bit understeering through the swimming pool section.
Yeah, and through to back would have been very difficult.
On qualifying, you really want to get the wing damage after the swimming pool section. I mean, ideally, you don't want to get any front wing damage at all.
Yeah.
The best place to get damage is through the swimming pool section. As
a person who doesn't have damage is SD Max, championship leader at the moment. Race winner from round 1, chucks it through the section of corners, wing damage. No invalidated lap time, funnily enough. Jeez. Locks it up into Raskas, round the final couple of corners, really pushing the car hard over the curb. Up towards the line. Is this going to be pole position even with the damage? I don't know, it cut the screen. Where did SD Bats? Only 10th. Only 10th from SD Bats, the championship leader, starting in 10th.
Who would have predicted that? Waze on pole position.
So there you have it then. Waze on pole. Speed Y Racer is going to be very disappointed with getting that damage, as missed out on a chance to get pole position at the track where you want it the most. Vitinho in 3rd. Scott, who set the first time of the day, starts 4th. Jack Gooding in 5th. Neil 6th. MK Bourne 7th. Cloud in 8th. New Gardens still in the top 10 in 9th. SD Mats in 10th. And then everyone who gets free trial choice is Connor, Jacko, Jess, Mr. John, Bill. Splinter didn't manage to get a set of time. Not sure whether he got back in the lobby. Hopefully he got an invite. He starts without time, and I believe there was a few more drivers further down.
Wow. I'm trying to figure Yuri could get Waze off the line. I'm not just saying that because I'm a speed boy. But,
I think he's got a very good chance. Do you know why? Because he'll have the inside. The racing line is the outside of the corner, so the grid is on the left. He'll be on the inside. If he gets a decent start, I know Yuri used to get, I don't know whether it was Anstey saw, but he used to get a really bad start sometimes. I think he's picked it up now. If he can get a good start, nose in on the inside of Waze at turn 1. Hopefully Waze don't turn in. They could be side by side up the hill.
The main question we want to ask is how many front wings are going to be lost today?
Everyone.
Teams have enough front wings.
All of them. I predict available. Absolute carnage. I don't want to promote it, but it's Monaco. It's simulation damage, don't forget. And we've got Davis in the chat saying that he can't wait for Waze to bottle it. Oh no. I bet you wish you were sat on pole, don't you, Davis?
Waze is going to look back on this race and hear us two just slate him so much. Just like,
I'm not slating him. We actually gave him some good points. We just... Wait, no, Waze does have the inside.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
Did they swap that round?
I feel like they swapped that round. I always thought you had the inside into turn 1 if you started P2. Never mind then. You're going to have to do a little bit better. You're going to have to get a good start, try and go around the outside, which will probably end up with you in the wall. And maybe a bit of patience could work out in his favour.
So whilst I warm up these tyres, I'm going to look through the liveries and see which one is my favourite.
I was going to mention that. You go through the liveries, we'll go through the grid. It was Indecisive and Bazza in 17th and 18th at the back. Waze is lagging a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't cause issues. I'll keep an eye on Connor as well. He looks alright at the moment. Waze disconnection lap 8. Matter predicts. I'm not.
Lord behold.
I am not repeating that, Davis. That can stay in the comments section. Khalifa Waze lagging. Oh no, yeah.
Waze has left the session.
Has he? Oh no. Oh no, indeed. Can someone play the oh no music, please, for Waze?
No.
Yeah, that is needed right now for Waze. It's back. But you know what the only issue is? I've done this before. When you join back in the formation lap, you don't get control of your car straight away. And he could lose not only P1, but he could cause absolute carnage into turn 1. We don't want to see it. We promote clean driving. Okay, saying formation level glitch. Khalifa wants minus 273 degree tyres. Matt is singing our song in the chat.
He's been on the grid for at least 20 seconds compared to others because his AI just took over control of his car and he's been waiting there on the grid for ages. So he's going to have cold tyres at the start. So if Yuri wants to get him, it's now. But
you're gonna
bear in mind, Yuri needs to remember the team's behind him. But I'll let him settle down as we get ready for lights out.
Did you find a good livery that you thought would deserve the livery of the race?
I like Connor's.
You like Connor's?
That's without my speed bias. If I speed bias out the speed lot, it'll be
very good then. So we're waiting for 5 red lights. If we can go, or will someone have to leave the lobby? Please don't glitch. Please don't glitch.
Well, Waze's car is smoking on the grid for me.
Oh no, he is bobbling a little bit.
I think Waze has bugged the lobby up, unfortunately.
The only issue is if Waze now leaves, his AI will take over and it's going to be slow into turn 1, I find.
And it's gonna be like...
Akek is saying Waze needs to leave. If Waze leaves, then it will start. Yeah, we all agree that this is... Well, if Waze leaves and then try and rejoin after, that would be the only way, because then the race would actually be able to start. Yeah, Akek is right. Yeah, we'll only be able to rejoin lap once. Waze, if you can hear me now, channel my thoughts. Leave the session. But you will rejoin.
It was a great lap to put it on pole, Waze, but for some reason your internet just does not like the Formula 1
waiting, I am going to have a look through the liveries. I like Bazza's. The only reason I like Bazza's is because it's the Renault 2006 style, and that looks clean. That's clean, but it shouldn't be at the back. That's a Renault that should be at the front. Indecisive. It's gone a red and white Khalifa style. I believe Khalifa's used that kind of style before. In the Splinters with the orange and pink. Bill with light blue in it. His car's probably roadblocked the grid. Oh no. Mr. John. Jess in the red we saw. Jacko with his multicolour P12.
Well, it's nice to know we've been given the predicted tyre strategy when the race hasn't started yet. Thanks for that.
You've seen that. I ain't seen that. I need to make sure I bring this stuff back on. No, we don't want lap data.
What fixes the glitch where you can't see when the safety car comes out is hide the UI and make it all come back. That's an issue that Owen has a lot as well. So that fixes...
Oh, Waze is